California is in the midst of an all-out war. Violent gangs battle over turf. Drugs and money motivate killings. And one murder is always met by another in a never-ending cycle of retaliation.
If you continue in your sins, all you got to look forward for is death.
It has been 2 weeks since 16-year-old Ronnie Greer was murdered. Today, Oakland Police Lieutenant Ursi Joyner is returning to where Ronnie's body was found. There are no leads in the case, but one thing is certain. A series of revenge murders could follow if the police don't find the killer first.
Citizens called in saying that they saw a body in this vicinity. OPD responded due to the 911 call, located Mr. Greer, who was shot, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. At this point, we're still interviewing witnesses, family, friends, people that he had close contact with, trying to determine what led up to him being shot. You can only imagine how difficult it is. You have no eyewitnesses, very limited physical evidence.
No one has the answer. No one knows. No one seen Ronnie. No one talked to Ronnie.
I have confidence in the fact that they're going to come to some type of closure on what took place with Ronnie. And if they don't get an arrest on this case, we will at least know what took place.
I ask myself every day, since this happened, what would make a person kill a 16-year-old child and drop his body off by a freeway? It's nothing that Ronnie could have done to you guys to make you want to take his life. It makes you want to go out there and take their life too.
Retaliation is definitely a current phenomenon we're dealing here in Oakland. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves.
At the Church of St. Columba, Oakland's death count takes on a graphic reality. Each cross represents a murder this year. And today, Ronnie Greer is getting his.
He deserved to be here with his family. I deserve to have a chance to see my son grow up and be a man, to go to school, graduation. I deserve to see my son here with his family. He didn't deserve to die.
In Oakland-style justice, mothers like Lanika are the ones left behind. And in this sea of crosses, one neighborhood is represented more than all others. It's known simply as the Killing Zone. The 18 by 45 block area stretches from Seminary Avenue to 175th Street. It is just 2 square miles in size, but there have been more than 100 murders here in the past 2 years. The murders are almost always gang-related, and each death leaves behind a broken family. Mona Hall has already lost both of her sons to these streets.
This neighborhood looks like a place where you would want to raise your kids, where you'd want them, they'd feel safe, but looks are very deceiving.
I don't care what the cameras say, I don't give a about that. Yeah, I'm the biggest boss.
So this is what I'm talking about. 1 minute, everything is very peaceful. But then you flip that coin and it becomes violent.
That violence came home on a Sunday night. Mona's son Jesse was gunned down right in front of the house.
All I saw was a cloud of smoke. And when I came out the house, Jesse was laying right here. And when I knelt down, Jesse's head slumped towards me, just like that. And I knew right then and there, I said, my baby's gone.
It's a notorious neighborhood. You know? A lot of going on around here.
The Killing Zone is also home to Filthy Rich. Dozens of his friends, his partners in crime, have been killed on these streets.
I think we one of the #1 streets this year for murders.
But he knows the path he has chosen. Death is just part of living the gangster life.
It's the way it is. It's the way it's gonna be after me. This is the way it's before me. Losing loved ones and family members that comes with the gang.
Another thing that comes with the game is rap. So Filthy the drug dealer is trying to become Filthy Rich the rapper. He raps about his neighborhood, odes to the streets he grew up on, and the life that he lives.
I don't tend to rap about nothing that ain't me, or nothing that I ain't did, or nothing that I ain't seen. I tend to keep it real about everything. I've been through it, and I'm from the hood, so I know what I'm talking about.
Living proof in the building, man.
Filthy songs are about drugs and guns, retaliation and revenge. They echo the code of the street, a code that calls for its own brand of justice.
Got a date with Satan, but I don't know if I'ma make it, cause I'm chasing all this paper and I ain't trying to meet my maker. I'll be bored.
His lyrics may be a way to vent his anger over the death of his cousin, but the killing of DeAndre has forever changed his life.
Got a blunt full of dope and a pistol full of bullets. I ain't coming for the drama, but if I need to, I'ma pull it.
I couldn't just be like, okay, they killed my cousin, now I'm through. I have to be a man and stand up and be able to defend my family. They might be looking for my family now. They might be looking for me now, you know? So, I mean, it might make you want to be like, okay, I'm cool, but you can never be cool after something like that happens.
Rap may be Filthy's way out of the killing zone, a way to leave his life as a street dealer behind. And while he knows that avenging DeAndre's death may destroy all he has worked for, the gangster code leaves him little choice.
There's gonna be retaliation behind anybody, I feel. I mean, but that's just the code of the streets. I mean, you live by the streets, you die by the streets. Eventually, he'll get what he got coming to him.
Trying to meet my maker.
Up next, the gang unit tries to get guns off the street. Then, 4 officers are gunned down on the violent streets of Oakland. And later, a retaliation killing takes another life. Oakland, California is in the midst of an escalating gang war that has driven the murder count to more than 100 this year. The violence is fueled by money and drugs, but carried out with a steady supply of guns. Guns toted by a new generation of gangsters, playing by their own, more deadly rules.
All right, so we'll start off, we'll move to our left. Stay ready.
In the hills just north of the city, Oakland's gang unit is training for a fight. They are just 8 officers up against an estimated 10,000 gang members. So perfecting weapon skills and tactics are the unit's best defense.
Revolvers, semi-automatic pistols, machine guns, assault rifles, shotguns, everything. There's pretty much no limitations on the street.
These exercises are taken from real incidents on the street. Dangerous confrontations that invariably involve weapons. This is all in preparation for a deadly reality. On the streets, the fire is live, and their enemy is heavily armed.
There's always that element of danger. Any car stop you make, or any contact you do with somebody, that you could get hurt.
We try to match the police with the guns. If you got guns, you got respect. People with the most guns have the most respect.
Guns on the street are easy to find and dirt cheap.
38s was like $200, and then 50 calibers was like $400 or something like that. Those brand new guns, you know, just to get like a throwaway gun that's been used before and stuff, and might have even have bodies on it. You can get that for like $50.
They sell it to anybody, kid, teenager, grown up, anybody.
Some of those guns are confiscated. They serve as a chilling reminder to the gang unit of what they are up against every day.
Our unit last year, we recovered 76 firearms, and that's anything similar to this: assault rifles, shotguns, pistols, you name it.
Oakland has no licensed firearms dealers, but each year the police recover around 1,400 guns, close to 10% from kids under the age of 17. And lately they are finding more assault rifles and submachine guns, weapons more suited for a battlefield than a major city.